Welcome back, everyone, to Random's Thoughts. We're jumping into another Storybook Brawl, Quest for 3K. This time we're playing Evella, which is a champion that, or a hero that I haven't had too much opportunity to play. I don't really like any of these. I guess this fits the best for what we're going to try and do. We plan to have a bunch of animals. We want to pick up Princess Peep. We want to try and find black cats before that. See if we can squeeze everything together so that we can have a pretty powerful mid-game. But we're going to get annihilated by Loki to start, because as one does. These are all animals. They will buff the Labyrinth Minotaur. I'm not super enthusiastic about any of them, though. I'm much happier with that black cat. Much happier with that black cat. We should be able to take this down. We have just more bodies than them. No big deal. Celestial Tiger, huh? Alright, let's see. We're up against Wonder Waddle, who could be very dangerous here. We don't really have anything that I want. I mean, these are fine. We can make a 3-3 out of Crafty. Ugh, not super excited about this. We could lock, but we're about to go into level 3 where I think we really need to find Princess Peep as quickly and as effectively as we can. Like I said, it's important, at least in my opinion, to ensure that you have a solid mid-game with Evella. Although I guess level 3 counts as the early game still. That's a lot of bad guys on the other side of the board. We should be okay, though. Yeah. Because our team is significantly bigger thanks to this power. Alright, we didn't find the princess, but we will find more animals. Because we're going to do this. It might be worth rolling to find the princess more aggressively here. I'm not sure. I felt this was good enough. I was debating moving the cat over, but I think we want Mim here to be able to buff the sure shot. And we definitely want Mim supporting the black cat. Let's see. Alright, Potion Master, who could have things that are very large. They are pretty large. That's unfortunate. I mean, we're kind of turning out okay. Yeah, we're okay. We are okay. Get our bonus gold. I don't hate the Wicked Witch here. We're going to skip it for now. Want to try and find that Princess Peep that we were looking for. We'll take this. This is going to go really poorly, isn't it? Oh boy. What are we doing? I think we want the queen. I think we want the queen. to try and help us propel through everything. She's going to get the buffs from any of the animals dying, so it's essentially... Well, we get a smaller buff. I was going to say there's not a difference between the buffs, but there is. Her evil buff, or buff from when evil characters die, is larger, so... Well, there's one of the Princess Peeps that we were looking for. Unfortunately, I mean, we should be okay. Yeah, because that thing's a lot bigger than I thought it was. And we keep the pig, so we get the extra gold. So we get a free reroll this turn. To try and find something that we're never going to find. It's just not going to happen. Oh my god. I swear, you never find these things when you're actively hunting for them. So the question is, do we want the evil queen instead of, say, the pig? And I think we do. There's an argument maybe to put the pig in instead of the frog prince, on the off chance that it lives, but I think this is better. Might be, I'm not sure. I wanted the extra cat, and obviously double queen or potential upgraded queen seems pretty strong. We're up against Merlin, who could be a significant threat. He could be a big deal. You're gonna hit one of the queens? Of course. Unfortunately, we're trading with a lot of those, but we're okay. The queen got to an enormous proportion, and we had the Mim to spare. Alright, so we get an upgrade here. These other ones are kind of tempting, but we're not going to go with them. We'll go with this. Do we take broccoli? Well, there's the Princess Peeps. We could sell the pig, because we're not gonna... We'll do this. That's not terrible. We did decrease our animal count a little bit. What we're gonna do is probably replace the Minotaur and the Mim. Maybe not. Maybe it's the Frog Prince and Minotaur for 2 Princess Peeps. Now, it has to be the Mim as one of them, right? Because otherwise, we can't put it in the back. Alright, so they complete their quest there. That's a pretty large Princess P. Or whatever the hell she's called. I actually forget this thing's name. Yeah, it is Princess P. Oh, Lord. Well, we were able to shrink everything down to an appropriate size and take down the W. Like I said, Evella has a very strong early to mid game. I'm going to take both of these. Skip the Polywoggle. We do have Grim Soul and Shadow Assassin, but I don't know that we really want to get into Slay. We actually want to accelerate to higher experience levels so we can try and get to the level 6 animals. So, like, is that okay? I don't really like that. But I guess it's fine. This lost strength. Obviously, something else lost strength and attack power, however you want to look at it, because of the removal of the Mim. There's an argument to maybe put some of this other stuff over here. Should we do that? We're going to end up with way less animals. Maybe it's just this. And then hope that this survives. I mean, realistically, we're leaning on powering up the Queen of Hearts. We may be splitting our efforts too much here. All right, we're up against Morgan Le Fay. Of course you snipe that. Why wouldn't you? Wow, this front line is actually really tanky. The good news is that they didn't get anything extra off the donkey. The bad news is well, now they got something off the donkey. I was going to say the bad news is that it's, we're not really gaining any ground. Oh, they have that too. Ugh. Well, we're gonna draw, which I guess, given everything, is the best we could have hoped for. I mean, it obviously could have gone better if they didn't have all the specific things that they had. I'm not super enthusiastic about another broccoli. What else are we getting on 4? Could get these. So it's a 6-5 versus a 7-6. So this is better. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Because I kind of want the second one. Where's the second one going to go? Probably in place of the Minotaur. This might be a mistake. This gives us the opportunity at another upgrade. There's an argument that maybe the other broccoli should be in here then, but I'm not quite sure if we're just making the team worse at this point. Hopefully the Princess Peep doesn't just get sniped off the bat, but because we now have 2 other things that are going to last breath... Oh my god. That thing is enormous. How the hell did they get something that big? No, it's Loki. It could have been anything. And now something else is enormous. And they're going to keep growing because of this Darkwood Creeper. That's the second opponent that has a Darkwood Creeper that's just a ridiculous size. So Loki's in a pretty good spot, I'm not gonna lie. Oof, that one hurt. That one hurt. This is awkward. So we could get a level 6 treasure if we find an upgrade for either Broccoli or the Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. We're up against somebody who's eliminated already, so I don't really feel the need to get that specific spell. Is this better than the Queen? Probably. This is probably better than one of the Queens. There's an upgrade for Broccoli. We will get... Doubling one attack is not super exciting. Not that the Ivory Owl is... I mean, I guess the Ivory Owl is fine here. The Embiggening Stone could work. We're going to go with this, and we're going to lock this. Because we definitely want to pick that up if we can. I think getting the treasure immediately was worth it. But we definitely want to get the baby bear as very relevant for... What I'm trying to do is force animals here, but I don't know if that's really going to work. You don't really need... You know, I mentioned this before. It's a trap to say, oh, well, let's stick with the... You know, force the hero power every game, all game. That's not necessary. Wow, they were level 6. I guess they were too greedy with the double adventurer here, probably. This is cute and all that we're, you know, growing these things, but it doesn't really matter. The ivory owl trigger matters, which is another reason that it was valuable, I guess, to get the bearded vulture in quickly. 89-28. That's pretty good. He's pretty big. Alright, we'll take that. That's better than a Princess Peep. I kind of want the wombats. It could be anything. It could even be a boat. There's another baby bear. So we'll lock that. Should that go in place of... Like, should Princess Peep go in instead of one of the wolves? I'm not sure. I think it's better the way we have it. The reason being is that it's just less likely, you know, it's entirely possible that a Princess Peep only gets one sheep anyway. Plus, these are evil, so it helps the queen. There's an argument to maybe put the queen back in favor of the wombats, but a random level 6 could be very good. So we're up against Potion Master here. Up against the good old Potion Master. So we're not doing great health-wise. That is an enormous Spellweaver. Ouchtown population broccoli. Stop. I think we're dead here. That's wow, there's a lot of things on this team that are just huge. I mean, we might be okay. No, we're not. We're gonna draw. Which, given what was happening, maybe we're okay with that? Alright, we're top 4. So that's the good news. We'll take one of those. We'll replace one of these. We're up against Merlin, who I don't remember what they had. I think we take this just for the treasure. Well, Eye of Ares could be relevant. I don't know if Eye of Ares is worth it right now, but we're gonna try it. 3/2/2 sheep. Like, this might be better at this stage than the queen. Just to buff the vulture. That could be wrong. That could be very wrong. I mean, it's getting +4/+4 every time an animal dies, and each of these things will be 7 attack, so it's 21 attack right there, not counting the princess herself. But the queen probably is going to be in the 30s. Oh my lord. This is going to be really bad. The siren's there. Oof. Sirens are going to probably be very, very bad for us. It depends on how our front line connects and where they connect, because this broccoli is probably going to one-shot our vulture as well. No! Don't... It doesn't matter what he punches. Almost. We still had to go through the siren. Do we want the wombats? I don't think so. Maybe we do. Echowood seems good. If we went into trees, we'd have found a second thing. We're up against an eliminated player. So it changes the calculus a little bit. Like that? I'm pretty sure whenever you summon something, it counts as gaining stats for this. I'm not positive on that, though. I'd have to go back and, like, actually watch one of the games and see. Like, try and count it. Alright, let's see. We are getting some somewhat free stats from the Ivory Owl here. Plus, this is going to grow right off the bat because of the Ivory Owl. Not just because it's getting that, but because it's growing everything else. See, with the Vulture, it's tough to catch everything quickly enough. Oh, this is the person with this setup. This was the Potion Master, I think. So that Echo Wood did not really grow that fast. It's a little concerning. So we're up against Loki here, whose setup was bonkers, if I recall correctly. So there's a Good Boy. How does Good Boy change things? Good Boy could change things. We might just die also. We might not survive this. Problem is, we only have these three as good characters. They will get some decent buffs out of this, because this is going to get +2/+2 immediately, and then it's going to help grow everything. We really needed to find Bearstein. We needed to find 3 big pigs. We haven't found any of those yet. But right now, we need to survive this particular fight. And I don't know how that's going to work. But I don't know how that's going to work. I mean, I don't know that we can do this. Oh boy. Oh no. No! We kind of needed that Echo Wood to live. That Cupid was brutal. We didn't get that. The broccoli didn't grow enough either. No, stop punching that guy! We can't win without that guy. Oh no. We do live. We do live. We live to brawl another brawl. I don't know that we're... this isn't worth it here. I think we just reroll. Alright, a baby bear upgrade is pretty good. All of these are pretty good, to be honest. I think we're going to go with Tree of Life. Yeah, I really like the idea of Ambrosia here, but we're going to go Tree of Life. Which means we don't need to rearrange those. Three big pigs is pretty good. We don't really have the good setup that I'd like to really take advantage of Good Boy, but we're going to have to live with what we've got. Have to live with what we got. We are at 1 after all. I don't know that we can get through this, but we'll see. Even assuming we do, we're going to have to somehow find a way to beat Loki like 7 times in a row. That's too... Wow. That is awful for us. This broccoli is definitely run its course. Yeah, we can't win this. Not quite good enough. GG. We couldn't quite find the level 6s that we were hoping for. But it worked out pretty well, and I mean, we didn't take first place, which is always disappointing, but we were able to get a pretty damn solid setup very quickly with Evella, which I think she's pretty strong at. Princess Peep is not a common pick for other builds, as far as I can tell, and as a result, you could end up with a very powerful early to mid-game and then power into level 6. Either you're pushing a lot of damage on your opponents that you're beating because you end up with extra bodies, or you end up just surviving and your opponents take themselves out. But either way, that'll do it for this time. So as always, everybody, thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and Black Lives Matter.